last couple games.
Yeah, I mean, you can't ever replace Xavier and Melquan. I mean, those are just dogs. And I try not to compare, but last year's plays when we were throwing the scat, some of our guys weren't. Scat wasn't getting touched all the way into the end zone. So it's just a matter of just working technique and fundamentals, and just getting guys who want to do it. Not to sit there and say they don't want it, but the effort isn't there the way it's supposed to be there. So that's been a kind of the mindset that we had all week, just getting back to the grind. I don't care about people's feeling or how tired you are or how sore you are, because it's going to be a physical ball game. TCU's got a great team. Their defense is solid, led by a bunch of guys that's got a great high motor that they just run to the ball. So key to us, we're still going to run the ball, so we got to be good on the perimeter, because that's an extension of our run game on the plays on the perimeter. So that's really been the point of emphasis all week, is just improving on that, and so far so good. I think we had a good week of preparation, and then now we'll have a walkthrough practice tomorrow, and then get ready to play.
How returners like Jordan, Malik, and Derek kind of help those new guys help get an understanding of what the standard is for blocking?
Yeah, well, I showed those guys some of the plays from last year and some of our plays from this year, and it starts with the veteran guys on our team. The standard can't drop. We got a bunch of new faces, but the standard is the standard. The receivers, we take great pride in being a complete wideout, and when we're not catching balls, then we need to block our tails off in the run game, especially on the perimeter. So, and I really challenge the vets, JT and Malik and Derek and those guys to really set the tone. So thus far, those guys have done great this week, great prep, put in some great hours on the blocking game. So I think we're there, so we're not where I want us to be just yet, but that's a good thing. We're trying to always ascend each and every week, and I think we're taking steps in the right direction. We still don't really have a true identity of who we are, and we're looking for that emotional leader to kind of step up. Now it's kind of been like a leader by committee. It's been a bunch of guys. We don't have a Leaf, and we don't have a Scatterboo to sit there and cuss guys out when the standards drop below. But it's been great to just watch the development and the growth of our guys, and every week we're just continuing to get better and better, and that's what I'm excited about as a coach.
Coach, Derek obviously had a couple of really big plays for you guys down the stretch of last week's game, and seeing him kind of grow as a player over the last couple of years here, what do you make of him going from where he was as a walk-on to now being a really impactful part of your guys' team?
Just a testament to Derek. All the hard work that he's put into it. He's very coachable. He's done everything I asked him to it. So I'm not surprised to see the hard work and the production pay off for him, because he works at it, each and every day. And I always tell these guys, man, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. When your opportunities call, let's take full advantage of it. And he's done all of that and more. So deservingly so, he deserves some more playing time. We got to find ways. Myself, Arroyo, we got to find ways to get him in the game, because every time we put him in the game, he's in the right spot. He's making plays. So he warrants more playing time, and we will play him.
And obviously a lot have been made about getting other guys not named Tyson the ball at the beginning of the season, and Tyson had the least amount of yards he's had in the game since week 4 of last year. So what do you make of kind of edging that off a little bit and being able to push all those narratives to the side?
Well, one, with JT, if you're watching the film, the defensive coordinators aren't allowing us to throw to JT. So that's why I think the production's been down. When you got 3 guys and 2 safeties leaning to your side, other guys have to step up and make plays. I think we're trending in the right direction. Malik had a nice comeback, but of course we need to make plays from the other guys. But like I said, there's only one ball. We got some great tight ends. We got 3 great running backs. We have JT. There's only so many balls a guy going to get, so you have to capitalize on your opportunities. So guys like Derek, may get 1 or 2 attempts. He make the most of his attempts, and that's all you can ask for. You're only as good as your attempts. If they're not throwing you the ball, of course you can't do anything about it. But for us, I just try to keep the guys, encouraging them to be ready. When your numbers call, make sure you rise to the occasion. It can be frustrating, especially at the wide receiver position. We are some divas. I can tell you, boy, JT, He don't get that ball into the second quarter. He didn't say anything, but I know the competitive person that he is. He wants the ball in his hands. It's our job as coaches is to make sure that we find ways to get him the ball. And just like the other guys, of course, everybody wants to help contribute, but all you got to do is just put your head down, continue to work on your game, be in the right spot, and when your number's called, be ready to make a play. When you start getting those negative thoughts in your mind, you don't want to go down that rabbit hole, because the one opportunity you do get, you're not going to be ready because you're worrying about not getting catches in. So what I always try to do, my trick is during every possession, come to the sideline, let's do our adjustment, and then get you 10 catches before you go on that football field. For a lot of guys, they haven't caught a ball since pregame warm-up, so I'm always making sure that they're getting catches between every period, right, every series, so when they get back on the football field, that's not the first time they caught balls. So that's my little secret sauce. I guess it's out there for everyone to know that. But I'm always trying to just help guys, because I've been there. Haven't played the position. I've been in games where I didn't get an attempt to the third quarter. And you can't really be about yourself, but you want the ball. You just have to go out. And so a lot of times I took my frustration out on blocking. So that's why I blocked my tail off, because I was mad because I wasn't catching the ball. Right? So, but all in all, like I said, I just tell guys you can't control your attempts. I want them to just be ready, so when the number's called, that they'll be ready and they can execute, so we can have success and try to help contribute to this team and win.
In that vein, Hines, how have you graded the blocking of your wideouts this year?
It's not. I don't really give grades. It's below standards. Not the standards that I want our group to be known as. I always think we can do better, but at the same time, it's week 5, right? We are where we are right now, but I can tell you we're trending. We're getting better week in and week out, and that's what you're going to do. We don't have the luxury to have preseason games and stuff. I think the first 3 games you try to figure out who you are. We lost a close one in Mississippi State. I've seen a lot of teams. You fall behind 17-0, they quit. The fact that we fought back hard on the road in a hostile environment and we still had a chance to win that game, this shows the type of character of men that we have on this football team. So we try to build on that. And then now we're getting into conference play. Every game matters. So now the intensity needs to be turned up, the attention to detail. Everything needs to be focused on one game. TCU is a tough team. I heard we're wearing black uniforms. It's going to be a blackout night on television, man. What more can you ask for as a college player? So I just told the guys to get ready, because they're going to come in here and try to do whatever they can to try to win at home. And it's our job to feed off our fans and make sure we defend our home base and let them know kind of who we are at home. So it's going to be a tough challenge, but I think we're up for it. I can't wait to see kind of the preparation that these guys put into it, to see it all come together on Friday.
In that regard,
the decision to put Derek on scholarship near the end of last season?
He earned it. All the guy did was, make plays, never complains, just comes, bring his lunch to work each and every day, put his head down, and I think guys just gravitated to him just out of respect of how his approach to practice is. Wanting to just get a scholarship, it was great. And now he wants to, I want to play. So he just keeps putting his head down and keep doing all the little things right. By doing the little things right, it gained the trust of the coaching staff. So we trust Derek on the football field. So now it warrants more playing time, and deservingly so. You'll see him out there on the field a little more.
What do you make of TCU so far in terms of what you've seen from their defensive background?
TCU, oh man, well coached from top to bottom. They fly around the football. It's a tough challenge. Number one, their nickel, he's like the Tasmanian devil. He's a hell of a football player, So we got our hands cut off for, especially blocking in the perimeter. They got some dudes out there that loves to hit people. So it's going to be a great challenge for us. I show them each day. I show them highlights of these guys each and every day, so they can understand the type of mentality and tempo you need to set, because these guys are going to bring it each and every day. So you better set the tone early, because they're not going to give up. They're well coached. They're going to come in here and fight hard. So we got to kind of match the intensity and match it for play by play. And at the end of the game, hopefully we win the war.
With all the attention.
Ways that you have seen Derek improve.